I think what happens is when you come from Ireland, especially back in our part of back in Connemara there, you're looking at the water and the ocean. And you come into a place like this, you miss the ocean and the waves and the wild, it's just a different part of the world, Maybe you don't like it when you're looking at it, but when you get away from it, you miss it,
The currach is an Irish icon, on a par with the harp, the shamrock, the leprechaun, but much older. In fact, the first people to set foot on the island of Ireland 10,000 years ago came to Ireland by currach. And ever since then, the boats have been used, particularly off the west coast, to bring turf out to the islands, to bring barrels of Guinness to the islands, to bring animals to and from the mainland. In fact, out west of Connemara, the place in Ireland known as Currach is a place of islands and inlets where water transport was by far the most efficient, and the currach played a large role in that, and did very much up until the present day. In legend, they figure quite largely. For example, St. Brendan, the navigator, crossed the Atlantic, according to legend, in a currach. And in 1979, a man named Tim Severin built one from animal hide and wooden frame, much as the traditional currachs were built, and sailed across the Atlantic from Ireland to the New World. Apart from its people, Ireland has given many, many gifts to the culture of North America, and the currach is one of those. There are a number of currach clubs throughout the United States, and we're very proud to have one here in Milwaukee, which was set up some years ago with the help of the Mulcairns brothers, who are from Connemara and who build currachs in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, my father was a boat builder. Okay, although we didn't have anything to do with canvas, we strictly had wooden boats back in our neck of the woods, back in Connemara.
He'd built lobster boats, which was a big currach and a wider currach that you could stand in it. You could actually stand in it and pull your pots in over the sides and all that. Then he would, of course, a lot of repairs on boats that as you know, the rocky ocean there,
Well, we had currachs, wooden currachs, and they were for work. Okay, they were work boats, and even the racing currachs were work boats. Originally, we had none of this. You went out and rode in a working currach. They also the same as they always were. We used them during the day, on Friday, Saturday, and we rode in them on Sunday in a race.
Everybody had a boat, and they almost had to, and a lot of them used the boats for lobster fishing, going way out for fishing and so on, and save enough fish for the winter feed,
Yeah, it's a family thing, yeah. But there were other boat builders back there as well, There were the Caseys, the Cloghertys, okay, back in our neck of the woods, okay. Now, over in Carrow in that area, the islands of Carrow in that area, there were other boat builders over there, of course, as well, At Inishni. And the Cloghertys came from Inishni originally, okay, which is back by Roundstown.
There's a little bit of it in your blood, if you want to say that, but it comes to you easy, And of course, you've seen these things from the time you were, 10 or 12 or younger, and you kind of know what they should look like. So if you see a currach it doesn't look right, you say, you know what, I've never seen anything like that back home, but so we knew what a currach should look like, and we know how it should float, how it should. The nose can't be down in the water. We know that, and balanced, maybe the good word for that.
Pete made a wooden boat here. It's too costly and they're too heavy. They're too hard to handle. And that was the primary idea behind the canvas wood boat in the beginning. So as you see in the picture, 2 or 3 guys could pick it up off the sand, off the beach, throw it on their shoulders, and carry it up. Okay, because there's a lot of places where there is no place to dock a boat, you know. So that was the whole purpose of canvas boat. Throw it on your shoulders, put it away, throw it on your shoulders, take it back to the ocean, go fishing, go working in it, lobstering or whatever you are doing. Okay. That's what it's all about. That's what the canvas boat is all about. Lightweight, easy to handle, easy to build.
What happened here was a lady here in Station Square that owns St. Brendan's Crossing. She had boats brought over from Ireland.
When the rowing club started in Pittsburgh, Mrs. Manning brought over some boats from Ireland for her shop in Station Square.
I don't think she realized that they were 25 feet long and 4 foot wide.
She was going to hang the boats up on the wall, you know. And she brought them over. They were Kerry-made boats.
O'Leary built those boats for her and shipped them over here. Well, now she has these boats in storage in Station Square, and she called Marcus Flaherty, I believe, and she said, what am I going to do with these things, you know?
She asked around and see if, you know, if somebody wanted to row them or do something with them, you know, and that's how the Pittsburgh Irish Rowing Club started.
Well, Flaherty, of course, you know, he thought, well, you know, what we're going to do, you know, we're going to put him in the river, you know, and Monty O'Leary was the builder, did a very nice job, and very, very safe boats, you know.
And then, of course, when the Kerry boats got dilapidated and older, we fixed them as much as we could for a long time, and then we decided we were going to build our own.
When we brought these things to Boston and places like that Boston had the narrow, slimmed-down boats, and you know.
I forget what the first year we went to Boston to row. I forget what year that was, but it was pretty ugly. It was pretty much a party, you know, and not so much rowing, you know.
So we figured, well, you know what? If we're going to start winning races, we're going to have to take this thing that's 4.5 foot wide and kind of shrink it in a little bit.
We learned how to do it and did it, you know.
You were getting up in years, and you figured, well, you're not getting any younger, and this big boat here, I just can't row it anymore, so I better build a boat that I'm going to
That's right.
slide through the water a little bit easy.
It was a lot of fun, though. A lot of good times. We had good times in Boston. Of course, we had good times everywhere. Good times in Milwaukee, too, you know. Everywhere, yeah. Good times. Well, that's what it's all about, you know.
But I don't care who builds them, you know, whether they're brothers or family, it doesn't matter. You try to get two boats alike, it's just not going to happen.
Oh, it's true.
It's not going to happen. We have two of them there, two different boats, you know. But you know what? Why shouldn't they be different? You know, I think a boat should look like a swan out on the water, or a duck, you know. But I think it was one of the nicest things, you know, that the Irish brought over here, and the American and Irish American or whatever American, you know, they're learning how to do it, and they love it, and you know what, they're better at it than we are, you know. The people we got to know that we would have never known, and even people from home that we connected with here because of the NACA and the rowing and these regattas that we go to. A great bunch of people, I think, and really people that we would have never known, only for the NACA.
Do you believe it was possible that St. Brendan made it to America in a Currach?
Of course he did. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he?
That's what he got him here.
Why wouldn't he?